Hi guys, I hope you are marvelously well. We will talk together in this Paminga tip about the brand kit. It's a feature that made me save on a massive amount of time to manage centrally my graphical charter and change that easily in one click. We'll see that together right now. So I'm in Paminga. I will find the brand kit here in Marketing Center brand kits. And when I click on that, I can create as many brand kits as I want. I will have the Paminga ones as an example, but here I created the dark one and the light one. Let's deep dive into this light one. This is my default brand kit that will be applied on any email, landing page, call to action or form I will use. And I can here define my color, fonts, background, buttons, and form fields. Let's see that in detail. So here I can define as many color palettes as I want. Here's the more linear one. What a cool feature is that I can rename the color so that when I'm in a landing page, for instance, here, and I want to change the color, I can find obviously all the color I defined, but they have the great the user-friendly name I gave them. I can define also my font for all the style. I have 6 headers, the paragraph, and the color of the links. So for each style here, I can exactly define the font, the bold, if it's bold, italic or something else, font size, font weight, letter spacing, line spacing, and obviously the color, which is all I want to centrally manage my my fonts. The background I can define here. I can define a primary and a secondary button. So here I define the color, what happens when I hover above the button, and what are the borders. For the form fields, this is one of the reasons here why we usually have global forms, because we want to centralize the style of the form. And if we change at some point the brand kit, we don't want to have to change 100 forms scattered all over the solution. So yes, that's usually why we create global form. Here, as the brand kit is already centralized, there's one less reason for having global form, because the brand kit is already centralized. So if I change my brand kit here, it will automatically change in all my forms all across Paminga. So that's one of the reasons I don't need global forms anymore in Paminga, which is great. I will be able here to define very precisely what the text field should look like, the font, the size, the color, the border, radius, if they're round or not. What should the radio button or the checkbox look like, and what the ARM search should look like. And here for the email, as we don't have all the fonts installed on all the machines of the readers, we have the possibility to choose one of the very common fonts that are used by everyone. So here I've set my my brand kit. Obviously, when I'm in email, landing page, call to action or form, I will find my brand kit here and here, and I can change in one click the brand kit. So here, if I want to change to the dark, I can click here, and that's how I realize that this font here is not well chosen. I have to make it darker, so it's very easy to change. You see, so I can come back on my light brand kit and it's changed automatically. Very cool when you change your brand kit every 2 or 3 years and you have to change all your assets. It's very easy to do that here. Nothing is changed unless you have published your brand kit. So once you publish, Paminga will warn you that this will, here it's not the case because, sorry. If you change your brand kit here, you have to publish it, and Paminga will warn you that it could change as many forms, landing page, emails. I did that just before. So you can decide to publish or not, but you all want that everything will change if you push your brand kit. See you next time for a next Paminga tip, guys.